Welcome to Function City, where the functions are shady and unruly behavior has no limit. It's the most rowdy night of the year, the celebration of Leibniz's birthday, and all the functions of the city are stumbling around like improper integrals. On this night, nothing is what it seems, and violence is at a maximum. Detective Riemann is on the move, scouring the city for any sign of unusual behavior.
Suddenly, he sees a horrific sight. A function has been horribly killed, mutilated by integration in a dark alley. He can only faintly see that the function has been integrated to the function inverse sine of x plus 2 over 5 plus c. Detective Riemann quickly searches the premises for clues on who could have done this disturbing act of violence. Detective Riemann notices something strange on the nearby dumpster. The letters ING have been scrawled across it in blood-red paint. Thinks Detective Riemann. There is only one group of people that would leave this behind. The killers must be a member of the ING gang. They are known for killing functions by horribly integrating them. I will call them into the station for questioning.
The three most vicious members of the ING gang arrive at the station for questioning. The dreaded Mr. Separate ING, the crazy Mr. Complete ING, and the powerful Mr. Expand ING.
Detective Riemann sizes them up and down. Now, we're here because of a murder, he says. Around midnight last night, I found the body of a function that had been disturbingly killed by the method of integration, which I know your gang is famous for. Now, word on the street is that each of you mobsters have your own preferred method of integrating a function. I'm going to ask you to step forward and explain your method, and you better speak the truth. Mr. Completing, you're up first.
Well, it couldn't have been me, because I was busy, celebrating Mr. Leibniz's birthday with the rest of my family. But here is a quick description of how I like to integrate functions. It's a bit gruesome, so be prepared.
Mr. Completing explained how he takes his victims and completes the square in the denominator, causing them to end up looking like trig identities. A brutal fate. Very interesting, Mr. Completing, Detective Riemann said. Mr. Expanding, please step forward.
Well, it wasn't me, because I was busy buying a new E hat. But here goes my account of how I usually integrate my victims.
Mr. Expanding explained how he leaves a power series unrecognizable, turning it into a trigonometric identity as well, just like his brother. Well, that was very disturbing, Mr. Expanding. Now, Mr. Separating, please give your explanation.
Well, Mr. Detective Boss, sir, it wasn't me. I was up the new McLaurin bar. Anyway, here's my particularly intriguing way of dealing with my victims.
Mr. Separating explains how he divides his victims into two pieces and integrates each part, leaving almost no trace of his victims, besides a plus C. You're a violent sort of bunch, said the detective. He thought to himself, now I just need to figure out which method was used to mercilessly integrate this poor function. I have an idea of which one. When he looked at the original function, the detective realized that it couldn't be separated or expanded, so he summoned all his courage and tried to complete the square. He realized that eventually he could get it to the point where it looked like the inverse sine of x plus 2 over 5 plus c. That poor function. He had found the culprit. Aha! It was you that violently integrated that poor function last night. Mr. Completing replied,
Well, you won't be able to arrest me if you can't catch me.
And he proceeded to run away.
However, the police were waiting at the door and quickly caught him and arrested the criminal integrals. We've been looking for this guy since the day L'Hopital came up with his rule, said the police chief.
Ah, sweet justice has been served again, said the detective, his concave down frown turning into a small smile.
Peace had been restored to the streets of Function City, at least for a little while longer.